Once, in a faraway kingdom surrounded by dense forests and snow-capped mountains, there lived a young man named Aaron. He was known throughout the land as a bright and capable thinker, but his gift came with a price. He couldn't stop his mind from running in endless circles. Aaron would spend hours thinking about the past. Why did I say that? What if I'd done things differently? Then, his thoughts would jump to the future. What if I fail? What if I make a mistake? His endless overthinking often left him paralyzed, unable to enjoy the present or take action. One day, desperate for relief, Aaron visited the village elder, a wise and gentle woman named Mira, who was said to know the secrets of the mind. "Elder Mira," Aaron began, "my thoughts are like 1,000 birds, all squawking and fluttering in my head. They never rest. I feel trapped in my own mind. Please, can you help me?" Mira smiled kindly. "Ah, Aaron, you are not alone. Many struggle with the noisy birds of the mind. But tell me, if you wish to quiet them, are you willing to take a journey?" "Anything," Aaron exclaimed. "Good," Mira said. "Travel deep into the forest of stillness, far to the east. At its heart, you will find a hidden lake called the Mirror of the Mind. Its waters will show you what you need to see. Bring me a single cup of its water, and your burden will be lifted." Aaron set out the next morning, his heart filled with hope. The journey was long and arduous. He crossed rushing rivers, climbed steep cliffs, and braved dark caves. Along the way, his mind continued to churn. What if I get lost? What if the lake doesn't exist? What if I never find peace? Despite his doubts, he pressed on, finally reaching the forest of stillness. Unlike the noisy world he had left behind, the forest was eerily quiet. No birds sang, no leaves rustled, only a deep, pervasive silence surrounded him. At last, Aaron came upon the Mirror of the Mind. It was the most serene lake he had ever seen, its surface so perfectly still that it reflected the sky like polished glass. He knelt beside it, holding his cup. But as he leaned over to fill it, something strange happened. The moment his hand touched the water, the lake's surface rippled, and an image appeared, a vision of Aaron himself, but burdened by heavy chains. Each chain was labeled with a thought: what if they don't like me? Why didn't I do better? What will happen tomorrow? Aaron stared in shock. "These are my thoughts," he whispered. "They've chained me." As he spoke, a soft voice echoed from the lake. "Aaron, the chains are not the problem. The problem is that you hold on to them. Let go, and you will be free." "But how?" Aaron cried. The voice answered, "Start by setting one chain down. Look at the water and name a thought you no longer wish to carry." Aaron hesitated, but then he closed his eyes and said aloud, "I let go of the thought, what if I fail?" As soon as he spoke, one of the chains dissolved into the water, and he felt a lightness in his chest. Encouraged, he let go of another thought, then another. "I let go of the thought, why did I make that mistake? I let go of the thought, what if they judge me?" With each release, the chains grew lighter until, at last, they were gone. The vision in the lake vanished, leaving only the still, clear water. Aaron dipped his cup into the lake, filling it with the pure, calm water. For the first time in years, his mind felt quiet, and his heart felt free. When Aaron returned to the village, he handed the cup to Mira. She looked at him with a knowing smile and said, "You have done well, Aaron. But remember, the mirror of the mind is not just in that forest. It lives within you. Anytime the noisy birds return, sit quietly and look within. Let go of what does not serve you, and peace will follow." From that day forward, Aaron lived with a lighter heart. His thoughts still came and went, but he no longer clung to them like chains. Instead, he learned to let them go, one by one, and in their place, he found clarity, stillness, and joy. This story reminds us that overthinking is like holding on to chains we've forged ourselves. The key to freedom is not to silence all thoughts but to let go of those that weigh us down. Like Aaron, we can find peace by naming what burdens us and gently releasing it. Overthinking is like standing in quicksand, the more you struggle, the deeper you sink. But here's the truth, you don't have to solve every problem right now or predict every outcome. Freedom begins the moment you choose to let go of thoughts that no longer serve you. Trust that not every what if deserves your energy, and not every scenario needs to be played out in your mind. Life happens in the present, not in the endless loops of what could be. Breathe deeply, focus on what's within your control, and take one small step forward. Let go, and watch how peace and clarity follow. Remember, you're not here to think your way through life, you're here to live it.